I'd just like to remind you, students, that as you are cutting your fabric, it is so important that you use sharp shears along with a flat and even surface. Okay, students, now that we've identified the wrong side of the fabric with the letter W, we want the fabric to be right sides together. This is to ensure that the raw edge or the seam allowance is on the inside of the garment along with the stitching. Using your tailor's chalk and seam gauge, measure 5/8 along the raw edge of the fabric. Afterwards, on that line, pin baste. And after you pin baste, you will finally use a yellow thread. This is to indicate that it is a temporary stitch, and you would stitch right across the line you would have made using the tailor's chalk.
Begin to sew, we're going to do the reverse stitch. This is also known as the back stitch, and this helps to keep the fabric in place. The back stitch is also known as a permanent stitch. So what we're going to do is first hold down the reverse stitch like this. We're going to hold down the reverse stitch, and then we're going to press the pedal, and notice it went backward. So now I'm going to slowly coming forward over the basting stitches.
Continue to stitch the fabric all the way down to the end. After you would have done that, remember to back stitch like what we did at the beginning. This is to keep the garment from unraveling. And then finally, remove the yellow basting thread. After completing this, using an iron seams flat open. This will help to give your seam a professional look. Okay, students, that's the end of today's video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.